Go.
Go. All right, guys. I've never done this before, but today I decided because my oh wait, you got to turn your camera on, by the way.
My camera?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
are you able to?
No. I can send you the webcam stuff though.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm gonna X out of this pop out then. All right, here we go. Today we're doing a free, or today we're going to start a free to play series, something I've never done before on this channel. Like I've played, free to play before, but not an entire series, not something I've committed to. But we're gathered here today to talk about my good friend Beanie Senpai. Beanie, say what's up.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's me, Beanie Senpai, as you just said.
Beanie. Yeah,
Excited for this free-to-play journey.
there you go. I wasn't going to do this, but Beanie convinced me, talked me into it. Beanie and I go quite way back when I first started streaming on Twitch. He was like the first or the second guy to ever come through and start talking to me. So we go ways back. And now he's convinced me to start a free to play series. We're gonna do this together, he and I.
Yes, we're gonna do this together. I remember those days, man. Saw you streaming, thought I'd hop in, and look at us now, years later, convincing
Years
you
later, here we
to
are.
hate the free-to-play grind.
It's
uh,
interesting because there was a discussion I had with Gavin and Tavish about being free to play or actually being like a end game player, someone who's been playing for 5 years. There's a
mhm.
there's a huge disconnect between where I am now and what I was 5 years ago as a Raid Shadow Legends player. So I think this is gonna bring me back to my roots,
Oh,
and I
okay,
think it'll be
okay.
fun to do this with you. But Beanie, can you tell my viewers about yourself, what you bring to the Raid Shadow Legends community, or what you can bring, I should say?
Honestly, so my relationship with Raid has been very hit or miss. I love the game, but I feel like
Mhm.
sometimes I just get lost in where to go and how to progress. And I feel like a lot of people and a lot of things I've seen on YouTube are like, just grind this dungeon and then that's it.
Yeah.
And for me, like that makes sense, but it's really not enough. Like, how much speed do I need? What thresholds am I trying to hit to progress? Like, which gears am I trying to re-roll and things like that. What can I bring to Raid? I mean, I'll give you a funny answer and a not funny answer.
Okay,
I'm a black
let's
guy.
hear it.
Not many black people
Oh,
playing Raid, I feel.
oh my God,
Yeah.
he's
But
turning this to a race thing.
yeah.
Just kidding.
I mean, outside of
Oh,
that, like, I don't know. I think I'm just really full of energy and very fun,
mhm.
very energetic, love talking to people, reply to all the comments, all the
There you
likes. And I really am just excited to be part of the Raid community. I feel like whenever I have played whenever I have played Raid in a guild, I feel like it's been very like friendly. People are always out there trying to help you. And, I love the community, honestly. And I'm just looking to meet more people that also play Raid and hopefully build some type of community on my own.
Yeah, the community within Raid is probably the number one thing that has kept me playing this game for 5 years now. Very tight knit, and it's just I just realized Kale is holding that staff very sus. Like she's just and anyway, just but yeah, great community here, and I'm excited to have you part of it because I personally think because I've seen guys, I've seen Beanie stream for quite some time. He came from smashing through the Souls games like it was nothing, and he's got great energy about him, and he's very entertaining to watch. So I'm excited to see what he brings to the raid community. Definitely go ahead and I'm gonna link his stuff down below. Check him out, and he's promised to provide raid content to you guys. So
Yes.
definitely keep in touch with him. And I'm pretty sure this is not going to be the last time I have you on my channel. I think we're going to start doing this collab because the point here is we do a free to play series
Mm.
and we do this together step by step. What are your expectations of me as a quote unquote veteran of Raid?
So I think the difference is, so I've played through the beginning quite a bit, and I think I have a general idea, but I think what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you'll be able to do things more efficiently and understand like
Right.
what to do, what gear to get. So I think as I aimlessly am kind of doing the quests and the challenges and stuff, and like just doing some, oh, this gear looks good, and
Mm.
on your side you could be like, oh no, that gear's trash. I'm gonna just sell that
Yeah.
and move on. So I think it's gonna come down to those things, and like maybe I'll be able to get to clan boss easy, normal, but I think getting to hard and nightmare and all that other stuff, I think you're gonna have the upper hand getting further into the game, and maybe at the beginning it's a little more even.
Yeah, definitely. I think it would be nice to have somebody to guide, just to kind of keep myself on my toes, to refresh myself and keep myself more grounded. So to all of you watching, this is going to be a free to play guide, free to play journey. I'm going to be giving all the advice that I can think of. I have a notepad here with a bunch of advice that I've accumulated, or I guess knowledge that I've accumulated within Raid. Some genius, big brain advice. And this is going to be a free to play journey. I haven't decided when, but I do intend to give this account away once I
Ooh,
get it to a certain level. So stay tuned for that. I don't
free
know, are
giveaways.
you gonna?
I will
What?
also give away this account just to give a free to play legend out there a nice account.
Here
We
you
both
go.
grind. Get two giveaways. I think
Yeah.
would be
So
nice.
there's gonna be, I don't know how long this is gonna go on for, or what our benchmark, milestone that we're gonna achieve. I don't know. I've seen some people be like, okay, once I start one or two keying UNM, then I'll give the account away. Other CCs are like, oh, once I reach Hydra, that's when I'll give the account away. But the point is, at some point, we're not keeping these accounts. We're going to give them away. So stay
Correct.
tuned for that.
Yes.
But all right. So here we are
Ooh,
at the opening screen of Raid Shadow Legends. The Arbiter is telling us to choose our champions. Now,
yeah.
do not make the same mistake that I did.
Uh-oh.
When I first started playing Raid, I chose Gallic,
He's cool
because
though.
he looked cool, right? I
Yeah.
thought, okay, this guy looks cool. I'm gonna choose Kale, or I'm gonna choose Gaelic, but don't choose Gaelic. I think the best way to go about this is choosing Kale, because
Mm,
he has poison on the A1. It's a baby poison,
mm,
but on his A2, he also has, or was it his A? No, his A3. His A3, he has poisons, which is really good for the dungeons as well as clan boss. You'll be doing more damage because of those poisons. He also has A2, which hits hard, increases crit rate, or if it crits, it increases your turn meter rate by 15%.
it's pretty
So
good
you'll be
stuff.
smashing through the waves. Actually, let me back up and break it down for people who don't understand. Because I talk about this and I talk about it, but uh, it sounds like it makes sense to me, but I realize somebody who's new might not understand it.
Mm.
Kale will help you kill. Kale will help you unalive a lot of people within raid. Is that? Can I say that?
I don't know. So from my experience, I think when I look at Elaine, I've
Mhm.
never picked Elaine. I've never picked her. I know she does some crit stuff, but that's whatever. I've played Gaelic, and Gaelic's awful. He's just so bad. I feel like I struggled so much to kill most things
Yeah.
or to get through dungeons. And I feel I've played Aethel, and Aethel honestly wasn't that bad. I feel like I can get through a lot of the story with Aethel,
Mhm.
and I can do some clan boss stuff. Like I feel like I didn't really struggle as Aethel, but when it comes to Kale, that poison doing all that extra damage on clan boss, that extra bit of damage on the waves, you're already doing a lot of damage, and then the poison ticks when you stack them. It's just like
Yeah.
all that extra damage just gets you through, especially when you get the lifesteal gear on them. Like you're just able to pretty much solo most of the things with
Yeah.
Kale. So I agree, Kale is clearly the best, and
Yes.
Gaelic and Elhain is just they're just trash. I'm sorry. I want them to be good, but they're so bad.
I know. Yeah. I've chosen Aethel a few times. She does the multi-hitter, and
Hmm.
she does a weekend on the A1. So she's pretty solid. Elaine does do AoEs, and she can smack hard if you build it properly, but it's still not going to overcome what Kale has to offer. So
Yeah, I agree.
for that purpose, we're going to be choosing Kale to start out this journey.
Wait, I have just a random thing came to me.
Okay.
You're the veteran, right?
Yeah.
You're the big boss. I say we don't pick Kale to
Oh, I
show.
literally,
Oh,
I just,
you.
I just,
Oh, this is why we can't have nice things. Okay, we're picking Kale. We're picking Kale.
yeah.
Choose. Click that juicy choose. So be it.
And then if you care about the story, then, obviously look through all this, but you're basically gonna click through everything, and we'll talk about all this. Right now, we're in the summoning portal,
Yeah,
and
throw
we're
my
doing
summon up.
summoning things.
I got Archer. Wow.
I think everybody gets Archer
Yeah.
to begin with. Click battle takes you to the campaign, showing you how to go through campaign. There's a story. If you care about the story, there's that.
I'm gonna let it play a little bit. I'm in the way.
This right here talks about affinity. Oh, are we on the same page? I should probably wait till we're on the same page.
All right, hold on. I'm in battle. Going to battle. Click, click. Boom. Okay. Here we are. Effective, neutral, ineffective. So I actually like
Yeah,
this system because you don't need to not necessarily pay attention to it. It tells you what it
exactly.
is.
So your champions within raid are going to have on the bottom left right here an indicator to talk about their type. So this Pokemon right here is a grass type Pokemon, and this one is a water type. And over here, it'll show you that grass beats fire, fire beats water, and in the middle is a void, meaning completely neutral, meaning you won't do more damage, you won't innately do more damage or less damage. It's completely neutral. So if you were to bring somebody spirit going up against somebody magic, there's going to be a negative affinity.
Hmm.
So when this champion is attacking someone who has a better affinity, you're more likely to hit weak and not place debuffs. On the other side of that, if you attack somebody who is force affinity, then you are more than likely going to hit strong and do more damage and place buffs. So keep that in mind. It's a pretty fun concept.
For for all my newbies out there like me, I just look at this. You see these arrows on top of the heads right
Yeah,
here? You see these yellow arrows? Yellow means neutral, green means good, red means bad. That's it. That's all I know. That's it's probably better to know all the things he explained, but for me, that's as easy as it gets. Yellow neutral, green good, red bad. Oh, all right. I'm gonna go through and kill some people. So here's
one more
yeah,
thing to note,
yeah.
actually. On the top right of some champions, you'll have what's called an aura on the top right, right here. And it shows that when you go into battle, sometimes you're going to have a stat boost. So right now we're pointing so right now we're pointing at increased ally HP in all battles. So depending on where you are, where you're trying to go into the game, it helps to have a champion that provides extra stat boosts because why not? It could be a game changer as well. What you do have to note right here is it says all battles. There's going to be some characters that only provide boosts in some battles. For example, extra HP in dungeons only, or extra speed in arena only. So keep that in mind as well.
Hmm.
All right, now let's go in, click start. Oh, I see what you mean. I saw the arrows too.
Yeah,
I see the
that's
arrows now.
that's all I pay attention to. But
It was really good for his A2
yeah, as you guys
and
see, I'm
AoE.
clearing these waves instantly. Look at this. Already done. Victory. All right, let's look at our
Oh
free
man, you beat me
weapon.
to it.
Yeah, that's right. Newbies unite. We can take on the veterans in this game. All right. So I believe after this we kind of collect and pretty much just equip this new sword we got, which gives
Yep.
us extra stats. So down here you can see the +4 on the bottom right to attack. Let's get out of here.
Mhm.
and let's go battle the next level.
Yeah, let's show them what's up. Let's let them know. Let them know.
All right,
Let
so
them
we're
know.
gonna go through again. At the bottom left, you have auto battle, and you have times 2 in info. For us newbies, us free to plays, I would suggest leaving auto off. Right, enjoy the game, get used to what your moves do and your attacks, and really get to know your champions. Throw the times 2 on though, because we got shit to do. But also, if you
All right, we
hold
know.
right click, you can actually see what the abilities do. So attacks all enemies, fill the turn meter by 25% for each one killed, etc. So if I attack, you see I killed one, my little turn meter boosted up. Boom. We're gonna kind of just run through this. This is pretty simple. Just use the
Yeah.
abilities, see what they do. You got the poison there. Oh, okay. I'm just choosing the wrong people to attack. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. On to the next level. Use our big boy. Boom. Use this one. All right, and we're done with the second level too. And look at that. We got to level up some gems, some energy max. Let's go back to the
You,
bastion.
you know what?
Yes.
Can I actually have you so that I keep track of where
Hmm.
you're at? Could you share your screen with me so I can see where you're at?
Oh
So
yeah.
we can stick together. I'll just follow your pace.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place.
Nah, nah, you're good.
ADHD
All right,
kicking
so
in.
you're good. You're good. All right, so now we're equipping the helmet here.
Yes. Throw on the helmet,
Hmm.
which gives us the aura boost, right? Or the set boost. I don't know.
The set boost,
The
yeah.
set boost.
All the set boost. So there's gear within Raid that provides different types of boosts. This is a life set, which gives you extra 15% of HP. There's other sets gives you more speed, ignore damage, etc., that kind of thing.
Okay.
And then we can upgrade.
Okay. And
Oh, wait, what? I
what?
forgot about this. I forgot that you don't do instant upgrades when you start out. You have
Look
to
look
slog through.
how far you have fallen to the free to play world.
What? I
Yeah.
forgot about this.
Welcome to the pain. All
Yo,
right.
Arbiter was like, "You're gonna get an extra 2% crit rate." Like, what am I gonna do with 2 crit
Okay,
rate?
so here's some our logins. I'm going to collect these boots, 4-star boots. All right, we're gonna.
Actually, let me note here. If you haven't seen the video, I'll link it down below. But I talk about being able to save your login rewards, specifically your login champions. Now, why would you want to do that? In this game, it's all about aligning everything that you can to be as efficient as possible.
Mm,
So Rathalos right here, you get him, but you could save him for a CVC event, which is a clan versus clan event, where you get a lot of points, 30,000 for new champions, new Lego champions. And then if you wanted to save it for a champion chase event, which is 500 points in a tournament, champion chase tournament, you could do that too. And the way to do that is to press L. When you press L, you're automatically taken to your daily quest screen and you can do something here. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you're doing something. So you can go back here and you can go ahead and do stage 3 if you want. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start doing stage 3. Throw it on auto. And then I'll show you guys that you don't actually collect the rewards. And that's how you, I guess, what's the word? That's how you
prolong. I don't know.
prolong. Yeah, that's how you hold off the reward so you can save it for when you want to pull it.
All right. So I think at this point, here's all the raid, money grabbing, but we're free to play. Get this off our screen. We don't want to
Yeah, we don't
spend
want
no
that.
money. So I'm going to
We don't.
do a few things real quick. I'm just going to collect some of the reward stuff here, and then I'm going to tell you how I normally go about the beginning of the game, and then you can give your veteran advice on top of that.
Okay.
So I'm going to go click off. I don't know about you guys, but I can't stand all this red stuff on my screen. All these red dots, get
Yeah.
this off of my screen. We click. So, okay. One thing is, okay, so here's something I know. For this 60-minute energy refill, if they're bottles of energy, you can take them. And for the daily one though, you want to take it like right when you're about to end the game, because as you level up, you get more energy or per level. So you want to hold off on this until the as late as possible. But let's keep going. We're gonna go to this free reward down here. Hey, we get free rewards for logging in. Let's click out of here. Click on this. You know, sometimes it's good to just click on all this stuff. Mark is red. We don't care. We're just clicking through. Daily login rewards. Look at that. 20K. We're rich now. we have all of the money. There's an Call of the Arbiter series. So I believe these are YouTube videos you can watch that give you things.
Yes. So if you let me actually click on there too. So you can watch the series, and when you click it, you can share the trailer. If you watch it, you get some extra rewards. There used to be codes that you could get and put in and get rewards for, but those are no longer in effect. So I would still go about taking all these rewards at some
Okay.
point whenever you want to.
So this is like just a free 100 energy. So that's going to be 100 no
Yeah.
matter what. I mean, I'll just show you guys how to do it. It's pretty easy. You hit share, hit copy, and then you click off. Boom. Free rewards. You don't even have to really share it. All right.
Yep.
I'm giving you the sauce, guys. All right, we click off.
But if you do click on the video, then you don't even have to watch it. You can get the free silver also. You just have to click the play
Oh,
button here, the YouTube play button.
and there you go. So now I'm going to go to my daily reward stuff. We're going to collect all this good stuff. And look at that. We just leveled up. Okay. So now let's go to the challenges
Hmm.
and take this. So here's my way to get through the game.
Okay.
Is through the beginning is so we have these things called challenges, and we have some of these are like the keeps. Those I don't worry about. I don't worry about the arenas yet until we unlock those. The champions you'll get eventually. The things I pay attention to are these ones. The complete a campaign using 4 champions at level 20 or higher. That's one that I keep in the back of my mind. And then I go to artifacts and I use this one. It's like win 3 weapons from clearing stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then equip an HP set. So for me, when I go to battle, I can easily do that through my first run through. So I know I've gotten 1 from each of these. So I can get 2 more here, 2 more here, and then 3, 3, you know, whatever the numbers were. And then we get this nice champion unlocked. And then on the second one, the sewers, we get this life HP set, which would finish the rest of the tasking. So, and then once we do that, we unlock the next set. If we go to our missions, there's clear 7, equip a champion with 6 artifacts, and equip a champion with 4 artifacts at level 4 or higher. So this one's tricky. So there's actually a mission or a challenge under artifacts after this one, I believe, that says upgrade 4 pieces of equipment to level 4. And if you do it right, you can actually do them at the same time so that you're not upgrading 4 pieces of equipment and then having to upgrade 4 more pieces of equipment later.
Yep.
And now you're upgrading, you know, equipment that you don't even want to use. You're just doing it for the challenges and the missions.
Hmm.
So I really try and get these artifact ones done first, and I will save the missions to upgrade this level 4 or higher until later. Because as you guys see, even though these 2 are locked, like equip a champion with 6 artifact, we still get credit for them. Now that's not for all of them, but we do get credit for having them upgraded. So same thing. And as you go, you see, you know, equip a champion with 4 life artifacts. We know we get the free 6 from the second place of the story. And then we upgrade them right here with 4 to level 4. So technically, if you get to this mission, you can equip the 6 artifacts you get for free. You can upgrade them to level 4, which will take out most of your task at the same time. So you're not having to continually upgrade different pieces of equipment all the time. That's kind of what I focus on at the beginning, is trying to get them to match up.
Yeah. Definitely on the nose there. When you first start out in raid, one of the best things to do is to focus on your missions and your challenges, and you can actually align both of them up to be as efficient as possible. So, for an example, as he was saying in the artifact section, it says win 3 weapons from the K Rock Castle on normal. Note it says normal. There is a difference between, so if you happen to blast through the um, the campaign and you're on hard or brutal already, you would have to come back and do it on normal. So keep that in mind. Try to get these done at the same time that you're naturally progressing in your missions as well. But what he was talking about also is very good. Keep in mind which champions that you're going to have to equip specific sets with. Here it says equip a support type champion with 4 life artifacts. How do you know who's support and who's attack? Well, you click on champions, and on the top right, under the name, under the stars, where it says rare, or if you're looking at an uncommon, it'll say if they're an
Hmm.
attack based champion or if they're a support type, or it'll explain if they're attack or if they're support or defense. And that's how you know that. And how do you know what kind of set? Well, it says right here set up top left. When you click on the piece of gear, life or offense. So just keep that in mind. When you're looking at the missions tab, look as far, take the time to look at every mission, because the further out you look, you'll notice that there are some things that you are more than likely going to come across, and you're probably going to want to keep that in mind to be as efficient as possible. And one of the things that I would note is like you said, upgrading specific artifacts to a certain level. If you happen to upgrade a bunch of gear to like level 12, you're still going to have to come back and do this again.
Hmm.
So keep that in mind. Try to set the pace and keep it together. Here's another one: win one of each type of lifesteal artifact from the Valdemar Strait stages on normal. If you already went through it, guess what? You got to come back and go through it all again. So you have to line everything up as best as possible, and ascending a champion to level 3 is another thing. Early on in the game, they're going to tell you to ascend a champion to level 3. You're going to have to come back and do that as well. And so, yeah, just keep looking forward, keep looking ahead, try to have that foresight and properly plan and prepare for all of these. Another one right here, this one kind of bugged the heck out of me because I didn't know. Towards the end, it says artifact mission: equip 2 attack champions with level 12 gauntlets, boots, and chest plates with attack percent as their primary stats.
That one's
Later
tough.
on, you're going to have an artifact. Um, later on, you're going to have an artifact challenge that's going to ask you to do something very similar to this, but the requirement is it needs to be like 3 or 4 stars and above.
Hmm.
So you're going to want to make sure you're keeping that as well. More notably, the attack percent. So going over gear very quickly. There. Oh, I don't have gear to show. Uh,
That's right. The free to play struggles.
for the gauntlet and the boots, and well, let me explain. So here's the gear. This is where you equip your champions and everything. The top left, or the top row, the top 3 rows are always going to have the same main stats. You're always going to have flat attack. Your helmet is always going to have flat HP. Your shield is always going to have flat defense. And then the substats, which are the stats below it, are always going to vary. The bottom row, the bottom 3 row, the gloves, the chest, and the boots are the ones that can vary between percentage stats versus flat attack stats.
Hmm.
Generally speaking, you don't want flat attacks. It's going to get complicated, so I won't go over the the asterisk point, but just know, generally speaking, you want stats that are, or you want main stats that have percentage stats on them: attack percent, defense percent, boots generally, especially early on, speed. So that's a quick aside when it comes to gear.
Yeah.
But okay,
I will
did you have
say
the?
that if you can set it up, if you do it correctly, and you're like, these missions are pretty simple, right? And the or correction, the challenges are also pretty simple. Focus
Mhm.
on the artifact one. Pay attention to this champion one too.
Yep.
Like, some of these are lucky, but there will be one where you have to summon 5 champions. Upgrading a rare, epic, or champion skill, you'll get these books a lot. But this one here, is one that you can miss winning a campaign of level 20, 4 champions of level 20 or higher. There's be another one that's level 30. There'll be another one that's level 40, etc. The champion and artifacts are the ones you want to focus on the most, in my opinion. You can do the dungeon one whenever. Like eventually you'll get to the point where you're sweeping the dungeons and you'll knock these out pretty easily. Same thing with arena. Eventually you're going to go in there and you're going to be able to knock out most of these without any problem. But the champion and artifact one, you want to make sure you're paying attention, like we said multiple times, to the missions and artifact challenges, because if you line them up correctly, like some of these that are like, let me scroll. All right. Well, most of these are like beat them 3 stars. You can do them as you're going, so you don't have to go back. And there'll be one that's like equip a champion of level 8 or higher gear. But if you do it correctly and you go to the challenges, there'll be an artifact that also says equipped, you know, 8 pieces of gear to level 12, and you'll be able to knock them out at the same time. So you really want to focus on knocking these out in order. There'll be another one later that's like upgrade your champion to level or to rank 4 star, but
Yeah.
you'll be able to do that with the actual challenge instead of doing it early and missing out and having to redo another champion to rank 4, which I've done before. So don't make my mistake.
Yeah, so follow along. I think you're right. The champions in the artifact tab, especially the artifact, follow that first before you follow your missions. I think
Mhm.
like the priority should be the challenges, so you don't have to go back and then follow along with the missions after you're done with the artifacts.
Yeah.
So artifacts, check it, and then do missions. But okay, so following. Oh, we should actually change our names here.
Oh yeah.
Top.
Let's change our
She names
names. Oh wait, this is a picture. First off, I'm not an old man. Like, why did they do me like this? Look at the picture they gave me.
That's Taurus the Fierce. He's
No.
like one of my favorite Legos.
Yeah, who am I even gonna? Who am I feeling? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna be this big boy right here. All right. So I believe. Wait. How do you? Oh, player info, change username.
Baby burrito. I'm gonna be baby dot burrito.
I'm gonna be. You said baby dot burrito.
Yeah, baby burrito.
Baby burrito. I'm gonna be just to. I'll be baby beanie to show the love.
There you go.
Baby beanie. I should have put beanie baby. What is wrong with me?
Oh, you could go back.
I can't edit it.
You can change your name.
Can you? Do you have to?
Cost gems, but
Nah, it's fine. It's not worth. We save our gems around here. We're free to
yeah,
play.
we save our gems. There you go. On the quest tab. So every day on my time, it's either 16 or 1700. The daily, well, it actually says the timer here, but it resets every day. So what you want to do is make sure you're doing your dailies. I mean, yes, do your dailies every day. Try to do your weeklies and your monthlies and your advanced quests that you don't unlock until level 35, apparently.
Yeah, see, look at this guy. But yeah, so I will say dailies are easy. It does take a while, but look, you just upgrade, make 4 artifact upgrades attempts. So you just literally go and level something up to level 4. Beat a campaign boss. You can go back to any of the ones you've beaten and just go clear level 7. 50 energies easy. Summon 3 champs. You'll have plenty of green gem shards to do this. And then you get a nice little, look at all this free XP you get. You get some potions, some money, some gems. If we go to the weekly tab, the reason weekly is so good, you get this nice ancient shard. But look at these. You get this you get some stamina here, some more stamina here, some brews, some XP. You get this XP for a day, which increases the amount of XP your champions earn in battle for the grinding. And most of these are pretty easy. I mean, if you do all the dailies, you'll do the 15 or the 25 champion summons. If you do the dailies, you'll beat the boss 15 times easily. And you can easily upgrade 1 to level 12. Getting the rank to level 4 seems like it's hard, but it's actually fairly easy. Ascending a champ will be easy once you're clearing the dungeons, and then obviously complete the daily quest 5 times. I mean, as long as you're doing your dailies, you'll knock out the weeklies. I would go into monthlies, but this is just harder. Like that's there you go.
Yeah.
But you do get this
Uh,
nice sacred shard
oh yeah,
and a void.
and yeah, the the dailies, you're gonna get to the point where you can knock it out in like less than 5 minutes. So you just got to get into the rhythm of it. But yeah, it's not that hard. Weeklies, it's just you're naturally doing it. Monthlies are a little bit different. Most notably, the win campaign battles 500 times that takes a while.
Hmm.
So that's one where actually have to like go out of my way to make sure I'm getting done. And then actually, I just realized for free to play players, yeah, rank 5 a champion is going to be rather difficult. But yeah, if you play for a month and you can get all these rewards. But the other thing I want to take time to talk about is having the right mindset when you come into raid.
Hmm.
Don't burn out. You got to take your time to appreciate the game for what it is,
Yeah.
because there's no other game currently that's doing what Raid Shadow Legends does. So take your time to learn everything, every champion, every dungeon, and if you are serious about raid and playing the game and connecting within the community, take the time to learn that. You're not going to have a banger account. You're not going to be doing Hydra and Centranos and all the end game stuff in a couple of days, not even a couple weeks or months. Like the game isn't designed to be that way. They're going to give you a lot of stuff in the beginning, give you that dopamine hit, make you feel like you've made strides and milestone progressions. But then you're going to start hitting a wall. Usually around like level 40, 50 is when you're
Hmm.
starting to feel like, okay, things are starting to slow down. I'm starting to feel some resistance. You're going to feel stonewalled,
Yeah.
and just just know that that's part of the process, but that's also part of the reward. It took me 5 years to get my main account to where it is today,
Sheesh.
and I'm still not like I'm balls deep in the end game, but I'm
Whoa,
not even.
whoa, whoa.
I'm in it. I can't stop it. Raid
Yeah,
Shadow, as Gavin said, Raid Shadow Legends is the mistress it's the toxic mistress you can't stop seeing.
man.
I don't know if
But
I love Raid or if I'm addicted, but just know that it takes time. Don't burn out. If you want to play for like 5 minutes, that's great. If you want to play for 5 hours, that's great. But you can choose your own pace and you can choose how long you play. Um, this to me, this is kind of like Dark Souls in
mm,
a sense because there is content in here that becomes extremely difficult to do. And once you do overcome that, eventually, then you have this big like, wow, I did that type of thing.
yeah,
Because you played the Souls games, you played
yeah,
Sekiro.
yeah.
It looked easy when you played it, but like, what do you think about what I just said?
I think that makes a lot of sense. I think when you first start playing this game, you're gonna have a lot of energy. You're gonna have a lot of stamina potions coming in. You're gonna be able to play as much and as long as you want, and eventually, you won't be able to do that anymore. So I think
Yeah,
it's good to pace yourself early so that when you like, eventually you're gonna have only 300 stamina. And if we go to battles right now, just, the first one, these are 4. So you're going to run, 10, 20 of those and you're going to be out of stamina. And I don't want you to
yeah,
get to a point where you're like, I want to play the game, but I can't. And then be like, maybe I should just spend money. We're free to play.
yep.
Um,
Well, on this account, I am.
yeah, free to play for life. We're free to play. All right.
Yeah, free to play.
I'll say one more thing or two more things, and then I'm done here. This video getting a little bit long, I think. But there's one more thing that I think we should focus on is you're gonna get a tournament that you're in, your first tournament that you can be in, and I believe first place gives you an ancient shard, second place gives you some gems and all that. You want to do as well as you can in that tournament because it's just free stuff. You also get some speed gear. You also get another 3-star rare champion, and I believe you get a free name change and some other stuff. But that first tournament, you want to do as well as you can in. So you want to be grinding up the story and getting 3 stars, doing all your missions, your challenges, doing your arena when you unlock it. But you can get some really good stuff in that very first tournament. So the missions, quests, challenges, and that tournament should be your very focus at the very beginning.
Yeah, 100%.
Um,
Before you do sign off,
yeah.
before we end this, promo codes. it's a big thing here. If you
Oh,
click on the left side, you can go to what it says where it says promo codes.
yeah.
Now, right now,
Oh, that's right.
right now, I have a list
Oh,
of
give us the
all the
sauce.
promo codes that are currently available right here. Now, you are limited to one promo code a day. I don't know if a lot of these can be used. How do I say this? Like, so a lot of these codes are for new accounts only, meaning within 72 hours, I
Right.
think. I don't know how many of these codes you're going to be able to use, but one of the codes here that stands out we have to use is
Okay.
because like we have to. It's a no brainer. We
Okay.
got Beanie. Beanie,
Okay.
look at me.
I'm looking
Beanie,
at you. I'm looking.
Beanie,
I'm looking.
Beanie.
Yeah.
Are you looking?
I'm looking. I'm staring.
Monkey, Monkey King, bro. Monkey
Monkey
King. We
King.
have to do it. Type it in.
Okay.
Monkey
So I will say this before we
King.
type it in, I do know
Mhm.
how it works. So within 72 hours, there's new player promos that give you a champion. So I believe there's this one. I think there's one called Mordecai that gives you a Mordecai champion. There was
Mhm.
one that was Dinkin that gave you him. You
Thinking.
can only use one of those per account within this first 72 hours.
Oh,
So
I
if
did
you
not
use
know that.
Monkey King, you can't use the other new player accounts.
Damn. Well, n- like here, I'll show the list on my end, and I'll say them out loud just for you.
Oh,
Um,
thanks.
so all the promo codes as of January 15th, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Power Start, you get Talia.
Mm-hmm.
Superpowers, you get Deacon.
Mm-hmm.
Deacon's a pretty good one. Monkey King is the one we have to do because he's just an insane legendary champion. Links in the description for the videos I've done on him down below. Godspeed. Apothecary is a great rare champion to have,
Ooh,
especially
Apothec.
progressing,
Yeah.
but you're gonna naturally pull him, so I wouldn't worry about him. Mordecai,
Okay.
you can click for gameplay. That's the promo code. In fact, I'm gonna send all these promo codes to you, and then you could put it in your video, and then you can,
Oh, nice,
you know.
nice.
But I'm gonna list a few more here. So click for gameplay, you get Mordecai. My turn, you get Allure. Allure is a great champion, especially for Fire Knight.
Mm.
It's Alive gives you Frankenstein, Miscreated Monster, and there's a bunch of other ones. I'll send it to you later.
That sounds good.
But yeah, so we're gonna
So
do Monkey King.
we're gonna do Monkey King. I will say that there are other options as well. Like I believe, just really quickly, I think Mordecai is really good with burns, so that's good for
Mhm.
fireball stuff like that.
Fire.
Deacon's just really good, but we're gonna take we're gonna take the expert's opinion and we're gonna type in Monkey King, just like that.
Yeah, exactly. And the reason we
Boom.
want to take that also is because this is limited. There's going to be a point where you can't get him anymore
Oh, okay.
through a free means. Like you can
Right,
still summon him because on
but
my main
that's
account I have
what are
two.
the odds? So
But now we have him on this account.
we have
So
our
whoever
Monkey
ends up
King,
yeah, we have a Monkey King. So
and
whoever ends up taking our accounts is going to have SWK.
that's right. And if you look here,
And
you see the promo code limit is reached. We try again in 23 hours, 59 minutes. This is from whenever you put the promo code in. Now, there are other promo codes you can get. They're just not the free to play ones. And what I mean by that is you can't get new champions anymore. So, but the other ones that give you stamina, XP, auto battles, money, gems, you can use those all the time. But the ones that we use for the first 72 hours, we're done. And to claim him, you can click on your little thing up here, and as here you can hit collect. Now I will say I'm going to collect everything but the Monkey King just to show that I'm learning from an expert here. If you wanted to wait till CVC to claim
yep.
this legendary champion, you could then get all of the points for the legend, right?
I collected mine already, and now I got too excited. But yes, well, I mean, for the most part, for most people probably watching this, if they don't know what CVC is, CVC is you join a clan and you can get a bunch of points for receiving him. Yes, generally speaking, yeah, I'm a little baffled right now because I messed up and I collected him too early. I was like, I should have waited on Beanie first to drop this knowledge because I
No,
could have
but
gotten
I'm
a
going
free
to
new.
collect them anyway. I just wanted to give the knowledge, because when are we going to do CVC? When are we going to be in a clan? probably I think we should make our own clan probably. And anyone who's also on this free to play journey, feel free to let us know how you're doing. Let me know if I missed anything or if there's anything that you like that I talked about, and all that good stuff. We're gonna collect though. We're not gonna
Yeah,
leave Baby Burrito out here on his own. Collect
there
our
you go.
champion. Let's go look at
We
him.
got
There he is. Look
we
at
have
him,
more.
boys.
Yep. I have a whole list of knowledge to drop. So when following videos, we're gonna go through everything. One thing I do want from you, Beanie, is so the way this is gonna work is
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna be playing our accounts separately on a daily basis as well.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, actually, let me show you guys this. I want to show my UMID code in the top left
How do you do that?
of the bastion. I want to show my UMID code. This is what it is right now.
So
And the
I
reason I point this
can't see that.
is because I want you guys to know that this is going to be the same account that I'm starting with as free to play, and I'm not going to be tactically acquiring an account other means. This is the UMID code. So in the future, when I give the account away, or because I don't want people to be like, oh,
How do you show that you're on my
for some
account?
reason he shows up, he's got a mythical in his account now,
Yeah.
and he's free to play. Like, no,
I'm
this
just
is
so
it.
lucky. How do you show
I'm
that
just
code,
lucky.
by the way?
Oh, go to the top left,
Okay.
click on your picture,
Uh-huh.
scroll down to info,
Yep. Oh, here it
and
is.
there it is.
There you guys
There you
see.
go. So legit.
Here it is.
But what I did want to say, Beanie, is when you do come to a crossroads or like a difficult area within your game, that's when I want to meet back up again. So anytime you have trouble, just let me know so that we can talk through the process together, because I think that would be the best way for me to help free to play players with the knowledge that I do have.
Yeah, I agree.
And yeah.
And
Also, I usually hang out in Channel Zero, so keep that in mind.
yeah, I'm gonna be
Almost.
trying to push these out, a couple times a week, and just show you guys
Mhm.
little progressions, little things I'm doing. Probably not gonna overload it. I don't know how often I should and should not do it, but the next time you'll see me, I'll probably be somewhere further along down here. Maybe I'll be done with the normal story. Maybe I won't. I'm not sure how often you guys are gonna want to see this. Please let me know down below your journey and if you're starting a free to play with us, if we missed anything and all that good stuff. But I'm excited for this journey and free to play. You know, members unite.
Yeah,
We're gonna take
free to
on
play
the
Unite.
raid.
Hell yeah. I'm excited to
Yeah, all right.
take on the world of Talaria.
That's
We're
right.
doing it.
We're doing it. We're doing it
We're doing
live.
it. We're doing it.
All right.
All right, Beanie. Thank you for your time, bro.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, man. You have a great day.
You too. Catch you on the next one.
See you.
Peace.